Black magazines in the 1990s and 2000s played a crucial role in shaping Black culture, amplifying voices, and providing representation in mainstream media. These publications covered everything from fashion and entertainment to politics and social issues, reflecting the diversity of Black experiences. So in this video, I'm going to go through my top 5 favorite Black magazines of the 90s and 2000s. And I'm going to do this in chronological order. Starting first with Ebony magazine, which was founded in 1945. Ebony magazine was one of the most influential Black publications of the 20th and early 21st century. It was created and founded by John H. Johnson in 1945, and it became a staple in Black households celebrating Black excellence and shaping Black identity. Throughout the 1990s and 2000s, Ebony remained a trusted voice for Black culture, covering politics, entertainment, fashion, and social justice. Ebony consistently highlighted successful Black figures in entertainment, business, politics, and sports. The magazine showcased icons like Anita Baker, Diana Ross, Whitney Houston, just to name a few. The magazine reinforced the idea that Black success was possible and worth celebrating, countering mainstream narratives that often ignored or misrepresented Black achievement. Unlike mainstream fashion magazines that rarely featured Black models, Ebony made Black beauty the standard. It highlighted dark-skinned models, natural hairstyles, and Afrocentric fashion, promoting self-love and confidence. The magazine often tackled issues like colorism, Eurocentric beauty standards, and representation in Hollywood. What I loved most about Ebony magazine was like the brand, and I think also just the logo in general, like just having that red background and like the big bold like letters saying Ebony. I think that's just like stapled into my head. I feel like it's iconic in a way, just because like when you see that, you know it's Ebony, you know it's Black, you know it just gives. Like whenever I see that red background, I'm like, okay, this is iconic. Founded in 1951, Jet magazine was a sister publication to Ebony. Jet was known for its pocket-sized format and weekly coverage of Black news, politics, and entertainment. The Jet Beauty of the Week section was iconic. It always featured like Black women in like stylish swimsuits. I think that's one of the main things that I remember about Jet. Even though I was really young when these magazines came out, I remember like as I've getting older, I would see these at like the hair salon all the time, and I would just be like reading through it just to kind of pass time. But I just know that section was just like always iconic. Unlike Ebony, which focused on in-depth stories, Jet delivered short, digestible news articles, making it easy for readers to stay informed. It covered topics often ignored by mainstream media, including Black success stories, racial injustice, and community achievements. The magazine played a major role in shaping Black public opinion on civil rights, politics, and entertainment. Jet was also instrumental in covering Black entertainers, featuring artists like Aretha Franklin, Prince, Whitney Houston, and Michael Jackson. It provided exclusive stories on Black musicians, actors, and comedians, giving them visibility in an era when mainstream media often overlooked them. The magazine was one of the first to document the rise of hip-hop, covering artists like Tupac, Biggie, and Missy Elliott in the 1990s and 2000s. This next magazine is probably one of my favorites. Yes, I have a favorite, of course. You may already know what this is. I feel like this is more my era. No other than Essence magazine. Essence has been a groundbreaking publication since its founding in 1970, dedicated to celebrating, uplifting, and empowering Black women. Throughout the 1990s and 2000s, Essence remained a staple in Black households, providing a space where Black women could see themselves, reflected in beauty, success, and power. Essence was one of the few mainstream magazines that showcased Black beauty in all its forms. Dark skin, natural hair, and curvy body types, long before it was embraced in mainstream media. The magazine often featured natural hairstyles and Black-owned beauty products, challenging Eurocentric beauty standards. Black supermodels like Naomi Campbell, Tyra Banks, and Iman graced its covers, showing the diversity of Black beauty. I think one of the main reasons why I love Essence so much is because like their empowerment towards Black women. I'm super like pro-women, and I just think that we deserve to be flowered and watered, and I think Essence does a great job at this. They also have a really huge social media presence. They have a lot of events geared towards Black women and Black media, and I just think that's really cool. Essence was also unapologetic in addressing issues that mattered to Black women, such as reproductive rights, domestic violence, and the fight for equality. It supported the rise of Black women in politics, activism, featuring figures like Angela Davis, Shirley Chisholm, and later Kamala Harris. In 1995, Essence launched, of course, the Essence Festival, which is known as the Party with Purpose. It became the biggest annual gathering celebrating Black culture, music, and empowerment. They've had performances from Mary J. Blige, Beyonce, Erykah Badu, and they also have like discussions and like panels based on like career, health, and relationships. Founded in 1988, The Source was considered the Bible of hip hop, and it set the standard for hip hop journalism overall. Throughout the 1990s and 2000s, The Source became the ultimate authority of hip hop, helping to define careers and set standards for the genre. Before The Source, hip hop was not taken seriously by mainstream media. The magazine gave the genre legitimacy and provided a platform for rap artists to be covered in depth. It helped bridge the gap between hip hop and mainstream, covering music, politics, fashion, and urban culture. Artists like Tupac, Biggie, Jay-Z, Nas, and Lil Kim all graced its covers at pivotal points in their careers. The Source became famous for its album review section, where records were rated from 1 to 5 mics based on their quality. A 5 mic rating meant an album was a classic, and only a few received this honor, including Nas Illmatic, Notorious B.I.G., Life After Death, Jay-Z The Blueprint, and Outkast Aquemini. And you know I can't forget to talk about the Source Awards. The Source Awards, this was the most ghetto lit award show. It had all the OGs, all the rappers. It was super entertaining, but it was just chaotic at the same time. If you know, you know. You may can find some videos on YouTube, I don't know, but it was an iconic era, to say the least. By the mid-2000s, The Source faced controversy and financial struggles due to poor management, bias in album ratings, and competition from other media like XXL. Despite its decline, the magazine left a lasting impact on hip-hop journalism and is still remembered as the most authentic voice of hip-hop's golden era. And last but not least, Vibe magazine was founded in 1993 by the great Quincy Jones. Vibe became a leading magazine for hip-hop, R&B, and urban culture. Its covers were very iconic, featuring artists like Tupac, Biggie, Aaliyah, and Beyonce. It covered everything from music trends to social justice issues impacting Black youth. While The Source focused primarily on hip-hop, Vibe carved its own lane by blending music, fashion, and celebrity culture, making it one of the most important voices in urban media. Its impact shaped how Black culture was represented in mainstream media, helping to elevate hip-hop and R&B stars into global icons. Some of Vibe's biggest covers included Aaliyah back in 2001, Biggie Smalls in 1995, and Beyonce in 2003. Also, they were one of the few magazines that actually had an interview with Tupac, which has been viral plenty of times, but they have an exclusive iconic interview with Tupac, and I think they were like one of the first to ever even have that sit down with him. Okay, to wrap things up, those were just a list of my top 5 favorite Black magazines of the 90s and 2000s. Of course, there are a few honorable mentions such as Hype Hair, Word Up, and XXL. Those are also classics, but they're not my favorites. So yeah. Closing out, these magazines played a crucial role in documenting Black history, music, fashion, and societal changes. In the 90s and 2000s, they helped shape the public image of Black excellence, culture, and activism. Many of them have transitioned into digital formats or struggled with the decline of print media, but their influence still remains strong and pretty iconic.